Okay, let's do some notes with rotations. As mentioned in the very first lesson, a rotation is a turn around a fixed point. Okay, that fixed point is called the center of rotation. It can be any fixed point. In our work that we're going to do, we're going to use only the origin, which is at 0, 0. Okay, the figure rotates at a specific angle and direction. Okay, so when it says specific angle, we're only going to focus on 3, but it could be like 50 degrees rotation. It could be 181 degrees rotation. So there's lots of possibilities in here. We're just going to focus on these that we can manipulate around. The direction also could mean that is it going clockwise, like this, or is it going counterclockwise? Okay, so we're going to focus again just on counterclockwise about the origin. So the easiest way to do this is to take a look at the ordered pairs for each of these. And I know these pictures are a little small, but it helps. Okay, so if I start here and I rotate it over to here, that's going counterclockwise 90 degrees. When that happens, the ordered pair that I start with now has become opposite y, comma, x. So all 3 points of this triangle, here's the original way, when I rotate it 90 degrees, now those 3 points are these in this format. Okay, and we'll show you that in just a second how that all works. So each of these has their own special formula. 180 degrees, again, I'm going to start here. If I rotate it 180 degrees, counterclockwise, then my points are going to take on opposite x, opposite y. Now you'll notice I'm saying opposite because if it's negative, we want it to be positive. If it's positive, we want it to be negative. Okay, so don't think about that as has to be a negative x. This is opposite. 270, counterclockwise, is going to kind of go the same way here. We're going from the original one over to here. That's going 270 degrees counterclockwise. And if that's the case, our points, our ordered pairs, will now change to y, comma, negative x. Okay? So, I want you to take a minute, take a look at my 4 examples here. Let me get this. Okay, so stop the video and why don't you just copy this the way it is, plot the points for each of those, and then copy the points here also. Alright, so let's go. Now that you've gotten these written down, let's go for the first one. So triangle ABC, it's got the 3 points here, and they want us to rotate it 90 degrees counterclockwise. So I've got the 3 points listed here, and I want to go 90 degrees counterclockwise. That is going to give me the form, if I look up here, opposite y, comma, x. Opposite y, comma, x. Now there's lots of different ways that people go about this. I'm just going to show you my way, and then maybe your brain thinks a little bit different, but bottom line is we got to take these points here and change them to this. All right? So this is the way I usually start. And I can see here that this second part is always going to be the x. So I look here at the x, that's a 2, and a 6, and a 4. Okay, I didn't have to change those all except to go from the first position to the second position. For the y, I want the opposite y. So if this is 7, this is negative 7. This is 5, this is negative 5. This is 1, this is negative 1. And once I have that, now I can take these 3 points and I can plot them. Okay, that's my new A, which we would call A prime. B prime is at negative 5, 6. There's my new B. And C now is going to be at negative 1, 4. Okay, so then when I Go ahead and complete that triangle. Okay, this is my pre-image. This is my image after I've rotated this shape 90 degrees counterclockwise. So it's not a difficult calculation to even to make. It's just you have to be very methodical and go through it. Second example. Again, I've listed the 3 points here. They want me to rotate 180 degrees. Now 180 degrees clockwise or counterclockwise is going to be the same thing. Okay, in both cases, I want to go opposite X, opposite Y. Okay, that's where 180 degrees is up here. So I'm just going to go through and I'm going to go opposite, 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 opposite. Okay, by doing that, then I've got my 3 new points that I want to plot. -3, 2. Okay, that's going to be my new X, X prime. -6, 1. That's going to be my new, oops, I'm sorry, -1. Oops. That's my new Y. And then -5, 7. That's my new Z. Okay, so then when I connect those 3 points, I've got my image that I took from my pre-image that I've rotated 180 degrees, okay, 180 degrees to counterclockwise. Okay, so if you want to kind of see it, let's do this. So you can see here, if I start here and I rotate my paper 180 degrees, this will be on top now. Watch. And it should look exactly like what I started with. Okay, so we took this figure around the origin, we rotated it 180 degrees. All right, we're going to stop there and then we'll get to the last 2.